Hi, welcome to Connect Coaching and Training, and thank you for subscribing to my weekly newsletter, where you will be receiving weekly tips, video training, tools, and resources to build your dream business. I'm Mutit Adebowale, the founder and CEO of Connect Coaching and Training. In this video, you will be learning all about generating a tangible business idea that you can sustain and build a solid business on. This is particularly important because strong businesses thrive on the basis of the formidable foundational structures that they have, which is why you have to get it right from the start. If you truly want to build a business that will be there for as long as you want it, then generating great business idea is important. So here comes the big question. How do you generate a beautiful, a great, solid business idea? Well, there is no hard and fast rule as to how you can generate a business idea that's going to be there for you for as long as you want it to be. But the thing is, there are 1,001 ways you can do that. What's important is that you choosing your business idea around something that you're interested. You have that interest that you want to do. I've deliberately not used the word passion here because people mistake passion for that one thing, that singular thing that's part of you, and hold it dear to your heart, and this is a wrong notion. I'll quickly explain a misconception with the use of doing something you're passionate about. Okay, so I'm sure you do know how much emphasis is placed on having a job or a business born out of passion, and I'm sure you're familiar with phrases like leave with passion, follow your passion, do it with passion, and so on and so forth. So what happens when passion fails? Many life and business success stories have been linked to the infusion of dedication, efforts, passion as the mode of operation, and many believe that when you do anything without passion, you're most likely to fail. There is no doubt that when you're passionate about something you're doing, you're more likely to put greater energy, attention, commitment, which equals to success most of the time. But what would go wrong if you couldn't do what you are really passionate about, or that one thing that you believe, oh, this is the only thing, or these set things are the things I'm passionate about? What would happen? One of the clients that I've worked with, my clients, that had already established what they're really passionate about from the age of 3 years old. She's been dancing. She's indeed a fantastic dancer, and I mean, you just couldn't resist a magnanimity each time she stumbles onto the stage. But as she grew with the love of dancing, expanded territory, she would go dancing, family, friends, got to know how to be, that true dancer, that performer. I mean, a little princess can be. And then she grew up that way into fame, into her early teens, and that is a profession, that is a career, that is a path in life. Unfortunately, when my client Vida got to the age of 16, and that is the prime, of our profession, of our career. She's been doing international stage dancing and performances. Something terrible happened. And on that day, she was going for her internationals, and just as they were about to begin, they had a final rehearsal of some sort. And unfortunately, Vida broke, you know, a part of her body. So, well, she had a fracture. She had, um, I think she imaged that she may not be dancing again because there were runes, something very close to a stellate fracture. I mean, if you know what I mean. She could walk, but her knees could not manage the complexities of the dancing routines she had to do. So, as a dance captain, she became so disillusioned and completely dejected, because that was the last dance. I mean, she didn't even do that dance, and she'd practiced so much. The ambulance had to take her away before the dance, commenced. So, I mean, this was shattering, terrible, tragic, and little Vida at 16 then had experienced that, and that was a passion. That was one thing she believed she was just so good at. So put yourself in the position of that little girl. She had thought, she had dreamed, she'd danced, she'd been known to be that great dancer. She was a dance captain. A dance captain, yes. Going nationals and, elaborate dancing contests and premieres and things like that. And now, just like that, it was shattered. Okay, so I worked with Vida a couple of not even months, because she'd gone to different places and she'd try different things. At first, she wasn't coming out of the house, she wasn't doing a lot of things. But eventually, when I met Vida, we worked together, we searched within and realized that if she hadn't chose dancing in the first place, I mean, using all the coaching techniques, if she hadn't done dancing in the first place, what would Vida been doing? She had episodes. She dreamt about it. She had meditation. She saw herself doing something else. She figured herself as somebody else, and we searched within really deep into her, and she had more options than she ever thought of. More options that she ever thought. And these options are not just sort of things that are first forced out of her, but these are things she knew, yes, I could do this. I could be good at this. I am great at doing things. I'm not limited to just one thing. And we took it from there. So now, going through our sessions, Vida took another path. I mean, career wise. And because of the strong confidence she'd built over the years, of a dancing career, I helped her see how much value she holds as an individual, and choosing another interesting career became just a piece of cake. So, to cut the long story short, Vida got a job that she liked, despite thinking that dancing was the only thing she knew she could do. She got something entirely different from dancing. Yes, so you can generate a business from a skill that you possess and know you want to develop as you go along. Because we all have several different passions. You can generate an idea from whichever of your passions, that you find most appealing. And this is one of the things I discussed extensively in my Create Your Wealth Box Masterclass. It could even be something you never knew about, but you're interested to learn as you go. So either way, you must have that amount of interest to learn as you go in whatever you've chosen to do. It mustn't be something you're an expert in or that people know you to do or something you've always done. No, it doesn't have to be, and that's the point I'm making with all this long story. Having said that, your intentions, which is in your business type, must be clear. By this, I mean you mustn't be in business for the wrong reasons because the wrong reasons will never sustain your business. A wrong reason could be you doing business because, or you starting a business because other people are making so much money from that same business. Yes, it's a good reason to some extent, but will want to will become a bad one for you if you can't soulfully connect with the business. Because when you can't connect with the business, the money other people are making, you probably will not be making that money. Right. So you got to get that clear and be sure of your intentions, your reasons for wanting to do this business. So you must be ready to put in so much commitment, dedication, be ready to give that much value to your customers, your clients, and pretty much everybody you work with. So to avoid that much trouble generating a business idea, I'll say you stay true to yourself. You don't have to be an expert in the field. Um, be ready to explore your skills, your interests, and see what you can come up with. So now that you know what to do, generating a good business idea, we will be doing this exercise. It's short and simple. So what I want you to do is write down three areas you think, areas, categories, whatever you call it, that you think you can do business in, and state why you think you can. For example, you can say health and fitness, that's number one. And then number two is online marketing. Number three, consultancy in, your area of specialization. Say fashion and beauty, something like that. Just write down three areas of specialty you think you can do business with in. And when you do that, you now further narrow this down by stating, the problems in each area. Say, for example, health and fitness, you're trying to tackle, fitness, obesity, posture, confidence, all of these things. So, what problems there are you want to solve for your customers. So you do that with all these three areas. As you do this, one, you're not just testing your knowledge on each area. You're seeing again what area you may want to develop more interest in, you want to learn, you want to do more about, and yeah, ultimately you're trying to see where best your interests lie, your skills, what do you want to do business in, and that's the basis of this exercise. So write down three areas that you may be doing business in, and then further narrow these down. Each of them state what problems you will be solving for your clients. So, I mean, I'm sure with that you will know where your strengths lie, if you're going with your interest, or if you ever thought about these things as or something other people have been doing. By writing this down, trying to see what you can do there, then you will know genuinely if this is what's meant for you, or if this is what you want to pursue, honestly, and things like that. So that's the exercise for you. I'm going to give you an example of this analysis. Say your business idea is transferring video cartridge content into DVDs. The problem is because people cannot relieve their memories from outdated video technologies, and then this is because people struggle, to capture old memories in this format. So, as a technologist, as a video specialist, as an IT specialist, as an engineer, you have the skills to do this. And that is the problem. You've identified the problems you'll be solving for your customers. You know what sort of customers would want to do this. Say the elderlies and things and people like that who do not have the time or cannot be bothered by buy new gadgets, or people who just cherish their old memories, and they just can't do with it without it. So you know who you're solving the problems for. You know what problems you want to solve there, because that's the most important thing in you generating a business idea. You must know who you want to be doing business with, your target audience, your niche, your target market. You must know this. What is their problem? What do they want? So that is the essence of you writing down all of this, because you're going to be writing who you're going to be doing the business with and the problems they've got. And if you're able to do that in these three areas, now see what area did you do best in, and that is most likely the area you should concentrate on. So yeah, I'll leave you to doing that. And if you still do have problems, bringing up an idea that is really stunning to you, fascinating, and that you want to go with, you're gonna have the opportunity after this video to download um, a list of 50 good business ideas that you will be taking from. You just click on the download button down there and download 50 good ideas of business that you can begin with right now. And until next time, thank you for watching this video and keep being successful.